Hello, all you beautiful people. Welcome to Sagittarius season. I hope that in this video you can hear the horse we have on the background, because, well, what a better place to be than in a farm of horses to do Sagittarian season video. Sagittarius is the third fire of the zodiac, our last fire. It's all about a journey, as fire. Fire is the element of your spirit, is the element of your aura, is the element that explains how the journey of self-discovery, of personality, of spirit is done. On the first fire, Aries, the journey is very physical. You're just basically proving you are capable, that you have strength, flexibility, cardiovascular resistance, that you have all the things you need in a body to function and to actually go on and try things, do things, stumble, break legs, stuff like that. When you come to the Leo journey, that is a more emotional journey. It's proving to yourself from an emotional point of view that you can do it, that you are capable of believing in yourself in an emotional sense. You can let go of the emotions that say you're incapable. You prove to yourself that you are resource enough to go on about what you want. When you start climbing the Sagittarius mountain, when you go for the Sagittarius pilgrimage, that's a bit different. That is more of an intellectual journey, because you're not so worried about the destination. You're thinking and focused on the journey itself. And every day is a new discovery. For Sagittarius is focused to learn about the truth. So on each Sagittarius season, we learn about the truth of what's important in any physical form. We learn about the importance of what material things we want in our life. We learn about the important emotions and values we want to cultivate in our lives. We learn about the spiritual truths and our kind of belief systems. The belief systems that are true to ourselves. But somehow you go deeper on this journey when you're in the Sagittarius season. You not only understand that you individually have self-beliefs that you create for yourself based on your own higher values, but you understand that deep down everybody is looking for the same thing. And that is the concept of the absolute truth of Sagittarius. There's a reason why we tend to go so philosophical and so debative and so philanthropic in this season, because we want to go deep on these subjects. Sagittarius people have this instinct of the horse, so to say, or in the case of the true mythology of Sagittarius is the centaur, so half man, half horse. The horse represents our animal instinct, right? Our absolute knowledge for survival. We can do it. We know exactly how to behave. We know exactly how to roam the land and gather everything we need to stay afoot. And the man side of it represents our rationality, our consciousness, the fact that we understand that beyond survival, beyond physical survival, we are capable of consciousness. We are capable of thinking logically, numerically, in words, in space, in an abstract form. We're capable of analytical thinking. We're capable of correlative thinking. So there we are drawn, because we are designed for debate, to debate consciousness. The debate of consciousness is what in Sagittarius leads to the discovery of higher truths that are universal to everything. Universal truths could be that to build something, to build a house, you need both organic and inorganic matter. Well, these days we tend to build a lot more with just inorganic. That's why things fall apart after 5 years. But anyway, if you look back on these old structures, and if you go back to Roman times, you would know that they would be the product of a fermentation of bones, meats, fruits, veggies, fish, rotten stuff, even clothing would go in there. All this sort of things would create the organic pasty thing that would connect brick to brick, but you would also have cements made of sands and stuff like that. So this is the general idea of something that Sagittarius is looking for. It's not just in Israel that they build a way, or in Spain, or in Canada, or in Bangladesh. It's everywhere in the world. You need both organic and inorganic matter. This is what Sagittarius is looking for. What is the absolute truth about this? What is the absolute knowledge? And that is the reason why Sagittarius people are absolutely obsessed and beautifully obsessed about roaming the world and understanding how it works. Let me go out, see other cultures, perceive other people to understand how it all connects. How, under all this roof that is the sky and on the same ground that is Mother Earth, we're kind of all the same. We're kind of all looking for the same things. That is why Sagittarius is also responsible, quote unquote, for religion. Religion is kind of just a construct of a lot of absolute truths. And if you go into theosophy a little bit, you understand that all of them touch a tangent, right? They all connect to the same principles. The principles of rituals and certain routines that lead to a sort of physical practice, a sort of silence practice, a sort of reflective practice, and all of them lead you to understanding your own philosophy within the philosophy of those doctrines and those dogmas. Sagittarius is here to define the law. The most important thing that Sagittarius is here to do, with all this seeking, with all this searching, with all this climbing mountains, is to eventually develop morality. Morality comes from Latin moralis. That basically simplified mean, okay, I'm not a linguistic expert, but moralis, generally speaking, states the rules of a place. And I say a lot of this about in my other videos, because we are walking towards the age of consciousness and getting out of the age of morality, going towards a kind of... There he is. Oh God, I hope you hear that. So we're now going towards the age of consciousness in Aquarius. But what is morality good for? It's to basically understand the rules of a population, to understand the rules of a place. And I always give this example. You can't behave in the Amazon forest the same way that you behave in New York. You can't behave in a tropical country the same way you behave in a desert. You can't behave the same way in a cold fjord in Norway that you behave in the south of Spain. It's going to be completely different rules. That is the morality of that place. But the morality functions for that one specific thing. The journey of Sagittarius season is understanding that you need to give a big F to morality sometimes and follow the natural compass that is the feeling that pulls you toward things and says, this is what's right for me right now, nothing else. And that is the individual journey that each person goes through each Sagittarius season. The journey to understand that sometimes we have to give a big F to good old morality and understand that the inner compass states whatever is right for you right now. And that is your consciousness, and that is the path you should take. But before that, you perceive morality. You understand the rule. You understand the law. You understand the behavior of a certain place where you are. And from then, you see, how would I like to chase this path or be around these people or this surrounding or this experience? Is this going to hurt anybody? Is this going to bring, again, absolute truth to everyone? If so, that is the path of your consciousness. Sagittarius season is obviously an invite to party. Everybody has to party in Sagittarius. What are we doing in between November and until the 21st of December? When we finally sit down for all the festivities and New Year's and all that, that's already Capricorn. But the time in between November and December, it's the Christmas company parties, it's the buying the gifts, it's the going to dinners, it's the going to... You're really in a celebratory mood. You really are in a celebration stage. It's not just because it's Christmas. Not everybody celebrates Christmas, but every people all over the world for centuries has been celebrating the end of the year, the transition and the welcoming of the 21st, that we'll have a video of, that is the longest night of the year. So the sun will start being on our side again. We'll see it in the sky more often. So we are celebrating that we're getting out of darkness. And this is exactly what Sagittarius represents. So take this Sagittarius season with a festive, happy face, because that's what Sagittarius is all about. Sagittarius reminds us not to take things too seriously. It reminds us not to take things too hard, so to say. Because that's the horse awareness that this sign brings. We can enjoy the aspects of survival and not over-rationalize everything that we're doing. That's next season, so don't worry about it now. Just take time to reflect how blessed you are, just to breathe sometimes. Because that's the beauty of this time. The time in between November and December is when we go into this festive mode all over the world. For so long we've been doing this, since ancient times. Welcoming the longest night of the year. Welcoming back the sun again in our lives. Welcoming winter as well, but knowing that winter is always and also decaying each night, little by little, until it's time for harvest and seeding. And it's time to go and pick fruits from the trees again. So that's the invite. Let go of everything, the lost leaves of autumn, and embrace the new you for the next season to come.